we gotta get down. It ain't no meeting, no interview or none of that with him. You cross the line when you diss my dead child.
Respect that.
I'm down your throat when I see you, when whoever you with.
What's up, world? It's your boy Big Court of the Holdin Court Podcast. You already know what time it is, man. I'm here with my brother from another producer, Ken. What's cracking with you, homie?
Man, you know, we got a LA guest. It's LA. You
know,
LA.
It's
a LA thing.
LA. Yeah, that's his tag. LA. Hey, man, we got a special guest today, man. I've been following this brother for a minute. You know what I mean? Great spirit, man.
Thank you, brother.
Dope music, talented individual with a very, very interesting story as well. You know what I mean? One of hardship, triumph, overcoming, struggle, all of that. You know what I mean? Which is why I had to have you to the show, man. And you know, we've been following each other for a minute, supporting each other, bro.
Real talk.
So I had to get you here. But man, we got my brother, man, Lil Sodi. What's cracking with you, bro?
LA. I'm blessed to be here. Like I always tell everybody,
yeah,
it's a blessing to be amongst the land of the living. You know what I'm saying? And being amongst people that love doing the things that I love to do. I'd rather be here than hanging out on the streets, hanging out on the corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man. You were, a staple in the LA culture. You know what I'm saying? And specifically Los Angeles, South Central. You know what I mean? A-Tray to be exact. You know what I mean?
A-Tray Gangsters.
A-Tray Gangsters. Yes. Can't forget the gangster. You know what I mean? So explain real quick. We'll get into your background. But for the listeners, for the people listening that don't know, and the people that are the uninitiated in our culture, A-Tray Gangsters is what and where? What does that represent?
A-Tray Gangster Crip. We're Crips of Los Angeles, based on the west side of South Central. Between Normandy and Western, that's the slogan. Manchester, Florence is the areas, Century and Normandy, Gage and Normandy, Gage and Western, all the way back down to St. Andrews Park. That's my culture. That's the area I grew up in, area I came up in. My mother and my father from the same hood. You know, my father came up in Louisiana, but he was born and raised out here. But his mother and his father's from Louisiana, so they from the South. My mother is from Mississippi, Hazelhurst. So they all from the country, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they all moved out here when they was young and kids, but my mother and my father met each other in the hood.
Damn, so they from A-Tray too?
Yeah.
A-Tray Gangsters.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
So they would be Melvins.
Melvin Foreman.
Melvin Foreman?
Yeah.
They in his generation?
Yeah. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Yeah, shout out to the OG Melvin. He came to the show too.
Yeah, I seen that. I be checking you. I be checking y'all out, man.
Yeah.
Everything you do, I be on it. Cause I like what you do, bro. You black.
I appreciate
and you
that.
doing it by yourself. You know, you got Dub C and CJ Maxx. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got Big U.
Yeah.
So it's like good to see another brother step up in the game.
I appreciate that.
Because you got Adam.
Yep.
They booming. Then you got
shout out to Adam.
VLAD TV. Dudes like that. You know what I'm saying? That's reaching out to us, but we don't got our own reaching out to us.
Yeah, real shit to tell our own story and author our own narrative too.
Thank you, man.
And that's what it was, man. We wanted to, like, I always tell people the Holdin Court Podcast is black excellence and nigga shit all in one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I try to, represent the culture in a progressive fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still do our thing. We still got an edge, but at the same time, we want to talk about some real shit, some real dialogue, you know what I mean, and get into it. And so getting into it, bro, so you born and raised in L.A.?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you went straight from the hospital over to the A-Trays, to the Trays?
Yep, straight to 81st and St. Andrews, my grandmother's house.
Okay.
1918 West 81st Street.
Okay.
And then getting deeper now, I was took from my mother. My grandparents had snatched me up from her because my mother was still living the gangbanging life, things like that. And they were Christians. So they was afraid of the area, the environment, basically, that I was being brought up in and being around, the danger, you know what I'm saying? And so I was basically like, you know what I'm saying, not took, but they snatched me up from my mom until she was able to get her things together. Basically join church. You know what I'm saying? She had to join church, get herself right. So she was forced to do a lot of things. She took a lot of risk herself to just get me back. You know what I'm saying? She had to stop a lot of things that she loved it to do. well, I won't say love, but liked it to do, like play the saxophone. Like you can't play blues and things like that when you're a part of the Lord and church and things like that. Everything got to be straight Christian and gospel music.
No
so
secular stuff.
all the things that she was saxophone playing that I had her doing in my videos, those are the things she loved to do, man.
So let me ask you, where was it a Christian church or a Jehovah's Witness?
Christian church.
Oh, okay.
You know, my grandfather and them, they didn't believe in blues. James Brown and playing blues in church and all that. You know what I'm saying? I may play a note on the drum, on there, but look at me and catch it. You know what I'm saying? So they was real strict, man. I had real strict grandparents, man, when it came to.
So you had a solid upbringing, though. Yeah. So you was brought up on love, not necessarily survival.
I was brought up on family, love, learning how to share because it was so many of us.
Yeah.
My grandmother didn't play that. All of that, having attitudes and getting each other, family beefs. We didn't really have family beefs when my grandmother and my grandfather was alive. Based on the love, you know what I'm saying, they built from church to home. They had strangers coming to their home that they built love in just from coming to the church. So, man, I had a good upbringing. I wasn't poor.
That's crazy, bro, because I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, bro, because I think, and I ain't seen every interview, but I would have to say on No Jumper, me and you are probably the only two niggas that I done seen go on No Jumper and give that same story. Cause I grew up in the hood too, but I had a beautiful childhood, bro.
Come on, you gotta tell that.
I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know about poverty as a kid. I was spoiled. I'm an only child. I had people that loved me. That's not my. I was still in the hood, but a lot of people don't want to tell that truth.
Your family made sure you had what you had.
For sure.
Because they didn't want to see you.
And I mean, I made my choices. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to go outside and get into some other shit.
Just like me.
But that wasn't something I was raised on.
Just like me. I came up in church playing the drums.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I was a child of God.
Yeah.
I was a child of God. So it's like, I ain't gonna lie now. I'll be trying to stay with the subject, but it's like, man, since I lost my son, I'm so freely to speak of the Lord.
Yeah.
Like my heart is so open now. My heart is so open now. I feel love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course we all have enemies and haters.
Right.
But dang, I don't even feel no hate in my heart for them.
Yeah,
you know
real
shit.
Saying? I was just having that conversation with somebody on my way here. Real shit. I was just having a conversation with that. I think as you mature, bro, and I always say you live life long enough, it teach you how to live. You know what I'm saying? And when you can stay in a space of gratitude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And your perspective starts to shift, even through chaos, even through, different life circumstances, you always remain in a space of gratitude.
Yeah, you have to. It ain't even only that. It's you struggling with your faith. Cause man, I struggled with my faith this whole year, in the year prior because of losing my son.
Yeah. Which we gonna get to that. We gonna definitely touch on that.
Yeah.
So coming up, I want to go back to. I just want to, lay the foundation for the listeners. So going back, so you came up, in the church, good household, but you still in the environment. You still got to navigate the streets, right?
Yeah.
So what influenced you to jump off the porch? Like, you know what I mean?
My father, seeing my father coming to my grandparents' house, and my uncle Monster Pookie, rest in peace, from the Hundreds. I grew up in the Hundreds on 115 in St. Andrews. So I went to elementary school over there and all of that. So just seeing my uncle and my pops pulling up to Granny house, Jerry curled up.
Yeah.
Chuck Taylor's gold chains.
Yeah, this the 80s.
Rings and shit on.
Yeah, it was active.
I'm running to the front door trying to see where they going, what's going on. So as you grow up, you always want to see like what's going on outside besides church, and school and back home. 'Cause that's all I had.
Right.
I didn't have the movies, party nights, spending night here, spending night there. I was raised with a strict family.
Man.
My grandparents, they believed in rapists and people doing something to their kids. And so it was hard for us to go places and go out unless it was a church affair. Like the church doing something together or something like that, or having a picnic or things like that. But besides that, man, I grew up cutting grass every weekend.
Yeah.
Getting my hands dirty. My daddy and my granddaddy made my daddy and his brother do it. My daddy made me and my brothers do it. So as a kid, I grew up in church. Saturday, I'm cutting grass all day from 6 in the morning. We on the weights. Then we got to load the truck up.
Yeah.
So now after that, I'm going to choir rehearsal because I got to play the drums.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I had no free time. I had no play time.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So being in the 80s in South Central, and I used to come out here in the 80s as a kid. I used to be in Inglewood.
Oh, okay.
And I had no concept of gangbanging. I remember my auntie
was
explaining to
cracking
me,
back
gangbangers. I'm like, what is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In Inglewood, you already know what that is. It's
Yes,
a city
sir.
full of bloods. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, but did you see something that, you know, that either made you say, because I'm sure, I guess what I'm asking is LA was cracking. So what was you had to see some shit
That
as a
made me.
kid. Like, there was like, damn, I seen this nigga get his wig split or you know what I mean? Like, what type
as
of
a
shit did you
kid-
see growing up?
As a kid, I'm gonna tell you this. We was in front of my grandmother's house on 81st and St. Andrews. My Uncle Bo Peep, my Uncle Booby, rest in peace from Shotgun. Uncle Chubb, I believe, was there. Yeah, Big Uncle Blue Baycott. We kids in the front yard riding our bikes up and down the block. Me, Juro, my playhood friends. A car pull up on St. Andrews at 81st, stop in the middle of the block and start shooting. We look back, we thinking it's fireworks, being kids, but when we look back, we see a nigga running back to the car, you know what I'm saying, with a gun. I know what a pop play gun is, you feel me? But I ain't knowing like what the fuck was going on. So my uncle grabbing us and got us on the grass, you know what I'm saying, face first in the grass and all that. So by the time I'm getting up and figuring out what's going on, I hear my mom and them talking shit. And my big brother like, man, it's a bullet stuck in the tree. I'm like, a bullet stuck in the tree? It was a bullet stuck in my grandmother's tree in the front yard.
Damn.
So that's when I was like, dang, they was shooting. They was
Wow.
shooting at us. That's when I first knew what a drive-by was,
Yeah.
besides of looking at the movie Colors.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I really knew what a drive-by was now. You know what I'm saying? So that was like one of my first times, man.
Was that your introduction to gang violence?
Yeah.
So you didn't understand what your uncles and mom and your dad was doing. You didn't.
I didn't understand it till you break shit down.
Yeah.
You,
In hindsight.
By that night, you know what happened.
Yeah.
Earlier that day, you in shock. You like, damn, what was? And now
Yeah.
you listening to everybody, telling everybody what's going
Yeah.
on. Woo, woo. They shooting. They came over here shooting. Woo, woo. So now you like, damn, that was drive-by.
You know what? I got an interesting question I want to ask you, and you can answer it or not. And my apologies if I'm overstepping, street politics.
Go ahead and shoot.
So I know, at least I think I know, what the rivalry is or has been for 40 plus years with the 60s and A-Trade gangsters.
Yes, sir.
Is that still a thing?
The beef?
Yeah.
Yes, it's still a beef. Until the big homies come together and really sit down and bring people to bring us together. It's still a beef. It's not no murder, death, kill beef how it was on an everyday basis. You know, it has been quiet between us too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a step.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we have been reaching out. Like, I know AD from 60s. You know what I'm saying? We have been reaching out. And when my son passed, they reached out to me. Big U shot me some $1,000 when my son passed. Shout out to Big U. You know what I'm saying? And probably nobody knew. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to him. He shot that out of the kindness of his heart.
That's real shit.
I didn't hit him up or nothing.
That's real shit, especially given the dynamic, the hood politics. That's
Yeah,
real
bro.
shit.
And I'm pretty sure he didn't get at my homies and tell
Yeah.
them none of that shit.
Yeah.
So that was respected. You know what I'm saying? And AD shouting me out when my son passed, showing me love. So it was like, damn, homie, you know what I'm saying? That the march did help a little bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't just for nothing.
Yeah. And so, and correct me if I'm wrong, so that beef between the 60s and the trades, that shit started back. Is it correct that shit started with the death of Tyrone from 60s.
The
and
old, yeah, over a fight.
Over a fight. And somebody that wasn't even really from A-Tray.
Yeah, but
right.
I met him. He's
Okay.
free. He a free man.
Okay.
He wanted to come tell the story, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
The dude that did it. That quote unquote started the war.
Yes, he out. He free.
Oh, damn. That's crazy.
Shout out to my homie, my other big homie, damn, I forgot his name. Damn, I can't think of it right now. He barely be around. But yeah, I had we was at Monster Kody funeral.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I first meet him at.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, who was that that introduced me to him, man? I think it was Big Shag. But they introduced me to him and he was like, yeah, little homie, I know who you is, woo woo.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm the one, woo woo. I'm
Wow.
like, what? I'm like, man, people want to know about that. Like,
real
that
shit.
story ain't
That's a
even
hell of a
out here.
story,
Like, people,
bruh.
like, what's your side of it? Because people say you wasn't from the set.
Yeah,
You
that's what I
was
heard.
from the set. You
That's
was
what I
from
heard.
90s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, what's the truth? And he was just smiling like, man, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
And that's
all he
crazy,
told
bro.
me.
Because if you think about the ripple effect, his one action caused 40 years of
Non-stop.
bloodshed.
Non-stop.
Let me ask you, how does that work? And I'm only asking, I know, but for the listeners, you know what I'm saying? How does that work, bro? Like, you, for instance, when you jumped off the porch and you from the hood and you inherit a beef that predates you jumping off the porch 20 years at that time, 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
You mean, how does it work? How
in
it
terms
keep going?
Yeah, in
How
terms
do I-
of, like, the rational mind would say, you know, well, damn, why we don't like them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then
but
when the story's told, oh, well, how'd it start? Oh,
I didn't
well,
even
yeah.
know though, but back then why I didn't like
That's
them like
crazy.
that. This is my reason why. It's because my uncle Schoolboy, rest in peace,
Mm-hmm.
who I love a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, since I was a baby, a kid, I was old enough to know what happened
Mm-hmm.
when he was killed. You know what I'm saying? So when Uncle Schoolboy died, that brought hate in my heart for the 60s. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in the way he was killed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was hit by a car and shit like that. So
Okay.
me being a kid, I went 81st in St. Andrews.
Yeah.
All the homies coming to the house, pops, moms, aunties, uncles, hearing about it and not seeing them no more. And me going to his wake with my mother and my grandmother, seeing him laying in that casket, that shit hurted me, homie.
Yeah.
To where this was the man that I come around the corner, he stayed right around the corner
Mm-hmm.
on 82nd. His house was right behind my grandmother's house.
Wow.
I used to throw lemons through his little garage thing he had.
Yeah.
Me and my brothers used to throw lemons through it because it'd bust through there.
Yeah.
He had a pool table hooked up in the back there, him and his pop. But
Yeah.
he used to get on us about that. So I was missing all of that.
Yeah.
Seeing that one squinchy eye, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All that was like, as a kid, it hurted me.
Mm-hmm.
And with me hearing how it was done, and
Yeah.
I'm knowing about gang banging now because I'm a little older now.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? So that's where my hate came from.
Damn.
It
So
didn't come from like
I got you.
when it started like
Yeah.
that.
Even though, it's such a fucked up, ripple effect. You know what I mean? Because I understand. What So at what point did you start like getting into hip hop?
In jail.
Mm-hmm.
I
What was you in jail for?
always was doing music. I went to YA.
Mm-hmm.
I went to YA for assault and battery.
Okay.
I had hit somebody in the head with a pool stick in the hood, doing some bullshit
Yeah.
robberies with the homies.
Yeah.
I went to YA for that.
Okay.
Um,
What was your experience like once you hit YA?
Shit, man, I had to turn up because before I hit YA, I went to juvenile halls, central juvenile halls, for stealing.
Mm-hmm.
Stealing out the store. I had to go do weekends. This when they was doing weekends in Central Juvenile Hall. So I was going to jail every Friday and coming home Sunday night to go to school.
Damn.
But I'm going right back to the jail. So now I'm doing what I'm going up in here against.
Yeah.
Pops
I know
like,
you had to run fades up.
what? When I first got in there, a dude from PDL, because they was the deepest in Central.
Yeah.
That's who you was running into the most.
Pasadena,
Don Moose,
Denver
yeah.
Lane.
PDL, yeah.
Mhm.
My first squabble in the middle of the little day room.
Yeah.
That was my first fight, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But was they rivals to, or was just on some straight up blue and
No,
red?
that was on some blue and red
Okay.
shit. Like, he
All right.
this.
Okay.
Like when I said where I'm from, he said this word.
Oh, he said the word, the
Yeah,
C word.
everybody looked.
He said
so,
the C word.
Yeah. So it's like, and then the homie from, I think the homie was from Front Street Watts. Homie from Front Street Watts, like, yeah, he did that. I'm like, oh shit, this is what it is in here. Boom, 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 boom. So now I know that I gotta protect this, what I'm representing.
Yeah.
Cause like my father was saying, it's not a joke. He made us watch Blood In, Blood Out, all that, American Me. All those jail movies as we was kids, he made us watch them and let us know, like, you want to live this life, this is what y'all going up against. Y'all got to go up in here and do this. This is what you going up in there against. So, yeah, you better watch out. Niggas in there raping niggas and woo-woo. If you a punk, they going to take your stuff and woo-woo. So all that was calculated in my head as a kid already.
Man, it had to be somewhat of a fight, internal fight with you, because you have this influence of your grandparents with the church and the spirituality, but then you got your parents turn the fuck up in the world.
Bro,
so you got God telling you forgive, love, and you got daddy saying, look, fuck them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Turn up, nigga. How did you consolidate that?
We child of God. We children of the Lord, right? Boom. So boom, they always say the kids of the church is the most fucked up as kids.
Right. That's because they be in rebellion.
Yeah, and then we want to know so much. We be so want to experience so much.
Because you're so sheltered.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So that's what was going on. So now, the love and all of that is cool. Now when I'm going with moms and them, I go with my mom and them and growing up with them, I'm doing good and all that, but I'm fucking up. You know what I'm saying? The church thing wasn't all the way engraved in me no more. Like how my grandfather, I was down there in the den with Pawpaw.
Yeah.
Reading the Bible with him, studying the word. As a kid, this is what I was preaching in church and all that as a kid.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, in front of people.
So you know the Bible.
Man, what? My favorite book of the Bible is James. Let me get that out there. The book of James, book of faith and patience.
Wow.
But I was preaching as a kid, like, because I wanted to be like my papa. So that's why they was afraid of me going with my mother and father, because they didn't want me to.
Yeah, they didn't want you to
witness the world.
Yeah.
So once I witnessed the world, it was like, boom. So now the devil got me in the headlock. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm in full work for him.
Damn.
At this time, bro. So now, like you said, the transition.
Yeah.
From good to bad. Now I want to be cool.
Yep.
So it's like, damn, bro. The scale. This is how I look at it. No disrespect to nobody else, but I feel like if I do so much good, bro, and I turned away from the devil, he gonna try his best to take me out, because I was one of his #1 soldiers. He had a leash around my neck, bro. It wasn't nothing I wouldn't do to get that gun juice. So now, imagine now the devil losing a soldier like me.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to do all of this good, you know what I'm saying? But if I do so much bad, let's go back to that. The Lord gonna get you out of here, because you terrorizing people. You a demon, you know what I'm saying? He don't want you to hurt anymore.
Do you remember the first time that you can mention? Do you remember the first time that you really put in work for the set?
Yeah, and that shit went all around the streets.
What was the situation, if you can mention it?
Shit, putting in work.
Yeah. I'm saying, was it a beat down? Was it a, you know what I'm saying?
Putting in work.
Okay,
man.
well, we gonna leave it there then.
Putting in work.
Yeah. So when you get to YA, I mean, you had to see some, you know, I done heard a bunch of stories, right? I mean, I spent time in juvenile myself, right?
Okay.
And so, you know, I know the fades and all that, right? But usually niggas always have some funny fade stories where they didn't quite win that time. Did you catch any L's?
In the county jail.
In the county?
In the county jail. I won't say it was an L because I kept fighting, bro.
That's all that count. But
he was just getting the best of me.
Yeah.
Forehead shots.
Where's he
from? He had the long orange. He was from Block.
Okay.
He was from Rolling Hundreds.
Okay.
One of the poppers.
Okay.
He was a popper. He was getting the best of me because he was kind of taller with the long arms, and I'm trying to dip and go under. And the big homie, the Oos Samoan homie, like trying to stop it, and I'm spinning around on him, going back like trying to get but that was a nice one, man. You know what I'm saying? It was respect. We talked after that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he knew my name and knew the shit I had going on. You know what I'm saying? I just met him, but I knew a few of his homies because of I went to Cimarron Elementary, Henry Clay Junior
Yeah.
High. You know what I'm saying? So I
Okay.
knew a few of them, but
So you didn't go to Horace Mann?
I went to Horace Mann.
You went to Horace Mann?
Yeah,
Okay.
not long.
Okay.
I got kicked out of Horace Mann, got kicked
Yeah.
out of Bret Hart for a
Uh-huh.
pistol.
Damn. Okay.
And then that's when I got stuck at Henry Clay.
Okay.
And then I was getting into it with niggas up there
Mm-hmm.
to where, you know what I'm saying, my uncle had to step in and say a few things. And it still wasn't helping, but
Yeah.
that's what made a nigga ditch a lot
Yeah.
and go to the hood and not go to high school and shit like that.
Would you say that your biggest rivals, because I'm probably a little older than you, I'm sure I am, but in the 80s and the 90s, would you say that your biggest rivals was probably Crips opposed to Bloods?
In the 80s?
Yeah, in the 90s. Because I know with some sets, it's more Crip. They got more Crip ops than anything, and y'all
Well,
kind of
yeah.
surrounded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can say that, like
Mhm.
back in the 80s, but we had our wars with the Damus, the
Okay.
Inglewood families, and the Brams. We
Mhm.
had our wars and all of that back
Mhm.
then. I can't take that away from my big homies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they side, they did what they did. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
like you said, yes, when by the time I came around and the generation before me,
Mm-hmm.
it was all more we was on more Crips than
Yep.
tripping on the Damus.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I kind of noticed a crazy trend out here with the politics in the hoods. You have some hoods, I ain't never seen this, where you'll have a Damu set and a Crip set align themselves against a common enemy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but when it's like when you
That's crazy.
okay, I'll tell you this
Yeah.
story with county jail, man.
Uh-huh.
The neighborhood's whooping on somebody I know that's a Damu.
Mm-hmm.
We get involved because we know each other.
Yeah.
Like I really know you. I conversate you. I know you from the streets.
Yep.
So it'd be wrong for me to stand there and watch and let them 10 men whoop on this one man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or let this one man fight 10 men back to
Right.
back. Would you? Let me ask
Nah.
you that question. Like,
No.
and you don't even bang, but this is one of your banging friends
Yeah.
that you cool with, man. You know what I'm saying? You go to his house. He know
Yeah.
your mom. He speak to your mother. Show respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
for
live
me-
in a hood.
So for me, I he'll tell another story and other people might argue it, but for many people thought that I was a Crip because I was affiliated with two. I grew up in a Crip set and I
Okay.
used to run with another Crip set. But it's a difference between being affiliated and being an actual
member.
active member.
Yeah.
Two different things, right? So I've had that for real, because I had niggas that I grew up with that were Damus, that were Bloods. But them was my niggas though, so
Yeah.
it didn't matter. None of that shit mattered.
Yeah,
right?
you would not want
it
to
didn't
see
matter.
nothing happen.
It didn't matter. I got Blood homeboys, Pyro homeboys right now.
That's where that happened at, bro.
Yeah.
That alliance.
Yep.
A Crips in.
Mm-hmm.
One of his Damu friends getting rampacked by 1,000 Crips.
Mm-hmm.
He jump in.
Yeah.
So when he jump in, he get hurt. So now his whole alliance, his whole card
Yeah.
tripping now.
Right. Makes
Like,
sense.
oh, that's how y'all doing it. Y'all ain't giving up head
Makes
up
sense.
face.
Yeah.
We ain't rampacking. That's coward shit.
Yeah.
Rampacking a nigga, 10 niggas on one or 10
Yeah.
niggas on two.
Yeah.
That's what they was doing in there.
Yeah.
Broomsticks, whooping niggas with broomsticks, sticking
Yeah.
them in you. All kind of dirty things was going on in the county jail back then. So yeah, man, safety was first in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was deeper than, especially like when it came to the gangsters. We outnumbered, like when it comes to all the neighborhood cars and all the Crips that get along with them.
Yeah.
We be outnumbered, but it's a thing about it. Like they always showed us that respect. Like we
Mhm.
never was like, if we got ran, then it was just on some bullshit.
Yeah.
But majority of the time when it was first going on, they was giving us head up face.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was like with 8 Trays, we was always doing our own program, doing our
Yeah.
own thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
So speaking of 8 Trays, man, y'all have 8 Trays spawned one of the most famous Crips, outside of Tukey Williams, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Being from, where was Tukey from?
took you from West Side
West
Crip.
Side, West Side Crip,
he
right.
grew- he hung out in my hood.
Right.
That was his hanging area.
But Monster Kody,
The big homie.
Monster Kody. So you had a relationship with Monster Kody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
From a
Talk to me
kid
about
until-
Monster Kody, because he was
Man.
infamous.
Man, he was infamous, man.
Yeah.
When he first got out, I didn't know who he was.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Got into it with him at the club.
You got into it with Master Kody?
Yeah, because he was in the verge of slapping niggas out there.
Yeah.
That didn't know, or he was in the verge. He was tripping that night.
Yeah.
We was at the club that night, ganging homies. We hanging out, ganging young homies. You know what I'm saying? But some of them was riders and some of them wasn't. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he was putting pressure on them, trying to see what was going on. That's the
so
type
he
of
was
person
checking
he
niggas'
was.
temperatures.
Yeah.
Okay.
It don't even matter who you was.
Yeah.
He was tripping.
Yeah.
That's why dudes stayed away from him. You know what I'm saying?
Was he on some or just sober?
Shit, this probably was sober or
Okay.
on something. It didn't matter. If he on something, now you in trouble.
Okay.
But
so how you almost get into it with her? What was your exchange?
I wasn't going for letting a grown man slap me.
Yeah.
At the time, I was putting in work and building my reputation up as well.
Yeah.
My father's a known, reputable general from the set. My mother is known. So it was like letting this man slap me and that shit get back to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get hung upside down to get my ass with stitching cords, switches, and belts.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going for them. Just my family name or legacy with this shit.
So what'd he do? He tried to slap you?
Nah, he didn't try. He was just like, I talk shit like, I ain't gonna let a nigga slap me. No nigga finna slap me. He was like, man, what? He was like, who is this? Then that's when Baby Sad, my homie Big J-Lo and them was back there.
Yeah.
It was a gang of us. They was like, nah, this the young homie, man. Woo, woo. Good young homie. And I was just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't let going for it.
Yeah.
He was just like, all right. But then when I seen him the next day was at Rayford Mouse House, Big Sidewinder, the leader of my set.
Mm-hmm.
On the porch when I walked up, and he looked at me and I looked at him and I just smiled and shit. I'm like, cause I had already let Pops know what was going on, so he wouldn't be blind.
Yeah.
He was like, oh yeah, that's one of my niggas, man. Woo, woo, woo. One of my that's my daddy little homie.
Yeah.
So Pops let me know about him. You know what I'm saying? Told me a little history about him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And how he was a good homie and shit. So I smiled and I told him, what's up, big homie? Woo, woo. I know who you is.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, man. I was just on one that night, little homie. I was just trying to see what was going on. It was a gang of little niggas, new faces. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And from there on, it was just love. Like, he apologized. He was like, I didn't know you was related to Linda Faye.
Yeah.
And Big Sodi. Like, they're my family. We family. You know what I'm saying? So once then, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like,
yeah.
But that's just how I go sometimes, bro. It's like a few times that happened to me. I just always held my ground. I never used my father's name.
Yeah.
I never used my mom's name.
Where did the name Sodi? Where did that come from?
It's Swahili.
Okay.
It means the only one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My father got it from a group.
Okay.
A group, a blues group.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Called the Sodi Kais.
Oh, okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? He ran with it. He was the only one with it.
Yeah.
It just reminds you of Africa to me.
Yeah.
You know
So I know Master Kody. The thing about it is he was about that. We all know that.
Yeah.
But there was a different side to him too. He was very
He was
well
about
read.
the movement.
He was very enlightened as well. Did you get some of that game from him as well?
Yes.
What did he teach you on that side of it?
Basically being respected, showing respect, being more intelligent. When you being a Crip, like you don't be the same Crip that you was 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You change, homie. You elevate. You know what I'm saying? Whether you elevate for the good or the bad, which one you gonna elevate for?
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, what you gonna do? He was like, I see you rapping, because he rapped. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I see you rapping and you trying to do the right thing. Like, is you serious with it? How far you gonna take it?
Yeah.
Because your name can get you all day in prison too.
Right.
So do you want your name to get you spotlight with your rap career?
Yeah.
And get that going for you, Lil Sodi, because you done did it all, homie.
Mm-hmm.
He like, you done did it all, homie.
Mm-hmm.
He like, it's not no smut. It's not nothing that a nigga can say that you haven't did or you ran or none of that. You know what I'm saying?
So you think the stories that they said about him was true? The leaving the arms and shit on the porch.
I mean, if
and
she
all
said
that,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
And she was from over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of homies said a lot of treacherous things about him. They were scared of him, homie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Few of the big homies. I mean, men ain't supposed to be scared of men, but they was afraid of him.
Yeah.
Just on how he moved. He was very militant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had his own ways. You know what I'm saying? People are probably thinking like, nigga, Master Kody did this. Woo, woo. Yeah, he had his own ways, but you wouldn't approach him about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know one man that said nothing wrong to him in his face about how he moved or how he lived his life.
Who you think pushed the harder line, him or Tookie?
Ooh, that's a good one, man, because now you going before his time.
Yeah, but they still in their own respective times
Very,
pushed the line.
on the set, and they both had that prison reputation.
I would probably have to say Monster Kody.
I would say Kody because he was a more killer.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say.
He woke up to kill.
Yeah, Tookie was binking niggas.
He was
you know what I'm
knocking
saying?
niggas
He was
out.
knocking niggas
He
out.
was shotgun, but he didn't have no enemies. They wasn't crip on crip back then like that.
Right.
With Tookie.
Right.
So yeah, I can say
he was probably more vicious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Kody
he had a
was more
squabble,
vicious.
but Monster had a squabble too, and he had size on him. But when it comes to when it was treacherous, Monster Kody.
Yeah.
Monster Kody.
Yeah.
Now when you say that, because he had more enemies than Tookie.
Yeah.
Tookie was like, you know what I'm saying, he's the crib leader. So everybody, you love him and you under him. When it came to Monster Kody, it was already wide open season. Like, so he was already treacherous, respected, killer, and all of that already. So hell yeah.
You know
gotta
what?
give it to him.
Let me do this just to be politically correct, because so who are some of the hard hitting damus from back in the day? At least one or two. That because you rarely I'm not in the know. I'm positive they out there. So before y'all get under the comments and try to say I'm biased and all of that.
It's
like,
something out there. And then I'm not a damu, so I don't want to say no name, and then the nigga be like, you ain't no blood.
Right.
You
You can't speak on it, nigga. You don't know. Yeah.
Woo, nigga, and all of that.
I wanna, you know what I'm saying? I wanna be fair.
I got a lot of love for the damus because they show me love, homie.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And shit, man. It's so many they had, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was well respected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
You know what? We probably had to have Melly tell that one. You know, we had Melly on the show from Compton. So, yeah. Melly, I'm sure he know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I don't want to say a name, and then they be like, nah, or this happened and all of that. But they got some hitters back then, bro.
For sure. I know they did for a fact.
Because if you watch, it's a documentary that I was a part of called Dead Homies.
Yeah.
I mean, not Dead Homies. I always watch that one. Ours is called Gang.
Okay.
Gang.
Okay.
I did with a brother named Brother Ed from out the Pueblos.
Okay.
Muslim brother. Shout out to Brother Ed. If you go on YouTube, you will see pieces of it and how far back he went, how old I was back then. Back then, I was running the set. I had all the little homies with me. I was running them, and I had them all together, all the sides back then. So it made me look stronger. You know what I'm saying? So if you check that out, that right there, bro, that show like.
And I was actually asking for myself too, because now that I'm thinking about it, you don't really see with the Bloods, with the Damus, a character like the Monster Kody and the Tookie. You know, I can't go to a
They
Damu.
say Lil Bob. I want to say Lil Bob from Blackstones, man.
Yeah, Lil Bob, rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? Lil Bob, rest in peace, man. He was well loved, and from his funeral, it shows you how he was well loved. And you know what I'm saying? And
he was supposed to come to the show, man.
And that would have been a good one.
He was supposed to come to the show, absolutely.
Because I started watching him myself live, praying, how he prayed live. You know what I'm saying? How he talked to the people, his people, and to the city. It made me talk to the people and to the city more.
Real talk.
Just listening to Bop, you know what I'm saying? The Damu homie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Him and Kody, they passed around the same time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that was crazy. Like two soldiers went out around the same, two good ones too. Like
no, that's real. What do you think? What's your on the circumstances of Kody's passing? I know it was a little murky, like what that was. I vaguely remember, but wasn't it something like he passed away in like a homeless
he passed away in
thing?
his tent that he lived in.
Okay.
Like I said, man, he lived his life, bro. He couldn't come to LA. They said he was banned from LA because of his parole conditions or his whatever he had got out on. So he was out there with his brother, man, and his brother wasn't making it no easy for him. You feel me?
And he passed from natural causes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
His heart attack.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah, man. Monster had all the help in the world he could get. So it couldn't nobody say, y'all didn't really look out for him or none of that. Everybody shot an arm and a leg out for him. You know what I'm saying? He lived his own life, bro. You can't stop a man from living how he want to live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if he a general and you niggas is already scared of him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what can you tell me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I could tie you up, or if I had you tied up already, nigga,
Yeah.
you can't tell me nothing.
Right.
So that's how he was, man. I loved him, man. I'm one of the genuine little homies that really listened to him back then. You know what I'm saying? My sister loved him, baby Sodi. The Sodis, he loved us. You know what I'm saying? We was the babies of the set, really.
Yeah.
Like the name of the set, the Sodis, man. From little to young. Love my daddy to death. But for me down and young, like we was that household name when it came to the kids of the set. Youngsters in the set running wild when you hear that name, H-Ray Gangsters. Sodi, you know the Sodis? That's what was in the county. That's all you heard, the Sodis, like Sodis.
Yeah.
Because everybody hit the county, everybody hit the pen. We all straight, everybody did their thing. It was never nothing foul or nothing you could say about us. So yeah, man, he loved us, bro. He made sure we was family to his family that was from the set. Yeah. Like the big gangster Trey, little gangster Trey, China, and all of them he loved. He made sure he told us we was all family. Yeah. And we was to never get into it with each other.
Yeah. Oh, that's solid. Yeah. So at this point, when do you like make up in your mind that I'm gonna go forward with this music shit? This is something I want to do. You know what I mean?
Too much time in jail. Sitting in YA, fighting, fucking up. My grandmother passed on me when I was in YA. It really fucked me up. I started catching more time to where I got time sent to TS. You know what I'm saying? Gladiator school. Yeah. It's like once you get in there, it's like basically you done maxed out. You can't come home till you 25 or 24, or you just added on 2 or 3 more years. Yeah. So you gotta go sit down because you jeopardizing the other kids that's trying to go home. You'll blow their date quick. Right. Oh, you going home tomorrow? Get off on them. Yeah. That's how I was and why smoke. They call smoking his date. Oh, cuz going home tomorrow? You finna smoke that nigga date. Yeah, that's fucked up, huh? Because if you get into a fight, it ain't even gotta be your fault.
That's some hating ass shit.
But if you get into a fight, nigga, and you fight back, you lock up. You ain't going home tomorrow.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Now you gotta go to board. The board may give you an extra 30 days for getting involved into a gang fight. Yeah. You can be like, man, I didn't even do nothing. He rushed me. Right. Nah, man, it's a gang fight. That's a gang write-up. 30 days, 30 to 60 days, or they'll give you an anger management program. Damn. That's how they was doing me. Yeah. Like, I was just to where I was just like, fuck. I called my mom one day. I was like, man, Mom, I don't think I'm coming home. Yeah. They ain't gonna let me out. I kept going to board getting shot down by Miss Raimundo. If everybody know about YA, essays, Hispanics, whites, you know Miss Raimundo, she was cold. Yeah. She didn't give you no chances, homie. Damn. And if you was a gang member,
even if she knew that motherfuckers was sabotaging you like that,
yeah.
she still just like, fuck you.
If she feel you was any part of any gang activity, she didn't feel that you should be free. Damn. You had to come in there, square it up, know everything. You had to do the 12-step program. Yeah. Know the whole 12 steps front to back. You had to know what, at the time, one time I didn't know what an enabler was. I was a kid. Yeah. I never know, nobody told me like, you know what an enabler is? She asked me this to go home. I'm sitting there, I got all my programs done in YA. Yeah. She asked me, what is an enabler? I'm like, an enabler? She like, you don't know what an enabler is? She's
so
like,
she sent you
I
back.
might have to send you back so you can go see and figure out what an enabler is. I'm like, why are you saying that, ma'am? She like, because I feel that your mother is an enabler. I'm like, my mother is an enabler. Like, then when I sat back and when I went, she shot me down 60 days. I went back on the phone, talking to my mama, like, she said you was an enabler. She said, what? I guess it's a person that influenced you to keep fucking up.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's what she called my mom, nigga, and I figured out. I went back to board intelligently, told her what an enabler was, and I told her my mother was not an enabler. I told her in an intelligent way to the 2 men that was sitting next to her, looked at her like, and they looked at me. Yeah. They wanted to see what she was gonna say. Because normally you don't say nothing back to Miss Raimundo. Yeah. I did, you know what I'm saying? Because I had to speak up for my mother. She wasn't an enabler. Yeah. She didn't allow me to go out and hang out after time. She didn't want me to ditch school. I did that on my own, you know what I'm saying?
So she let you out. But your rap shit, your desire to rap
started
there.
In jail, bro.
What was your musical influences? Who was you listening to?
Shit, back then it was Ice Cube and them coming up as a kid. Cube, Too Short.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
40, Snoop, Dogg Pound.
Yeah.
Back then, but I was singing back then because I came up in church singing. So
Yeah.
I was more
What
like
was your
into
What was your
R&B and
favorite
all
gospel song coming up to sing?
His Eyes on the Sparrow.
Yeah. You
Yep.
could sing that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You could sing that.
Yeah, bro.
Hit it. Hit something right now.
All right, why should I feel discouraged? And why should the sad toes come? And why should my heart feel lonely? For heaven is all. For Jesus is my portion, a constant friend he is. His eyes are on the sparrow, and I know he watches. He watches over me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
bro.
right, my nigga.
I mean,
All
you know,
right.
I've always
All
seen
right.
for
They
God,
got that
bro.
old school shit.
Yeah,
Was you
bro.
influenced by LV from South Central Cartel?
I listened to them, but I wasn't
Okay.
really on South Central Cartel. Like
Okay.
that. But he sung good like that?
Yeah. He came on the show. He
What?
sung too. Yeah. So
Tell me lately, I've been thinking we should be alone. Oh, means that only you can understand where I'm coming from. V is for Valentine's. It means that you won my heart. Yes, it does now. E is for everlasting love that no strong wind can pull apart. Very woman, don't you know that your name is love to me?
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta go check him out.
Yeah.
He's a Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Now I know
Singing
who
on
he
the hook.
is.
Okay, yeah, he sang on the hook. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
now I know who he is.
Yeah, nah, that's dope, bro, man. So
He's spiritual too, bro.
yeah, no, that's why I brought it up.
They
So
wanted me to do that song.
what?
Coolio, this hook.
Oh, really?
They wanted me to remake that song.
Oh, okay.
Like sing it and all
Oh,
of that.
yeah.
And so I was always listening to him. I had to go on YouTube and keep listening
Yeah.
to it. Like,
So when did you discover that you could sing? Because I mean, how did you master that vibrato like that?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I learned how to sing in church and know how to hold notes through my grandmother,
Yeah.
Irma Jean Simpson, and my aunties, the Simpsonettes.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to go home and listen to Drew Hill,
Mm-hmm.
Casey and JoJo,
Mm-hmm.
and just sing all they songs,
Yeah.
word for word. And I had one earphone off, one earphone on, and I try to hit the notes perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get on the phone with one of the homegirls from school, and I blow that shit to her, and
Yeah.
they be like, damn. I be like, damn, I did it.
Yeah.
So when I just started singing every day in
Yeah.
the shower, just kept listening to them.
Yeah. But that's a technique though. That vibrato,
I
you
had
hadn't
to
been
learn.
taught that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to learn that myself, bro.
Yeah.
Just
That shit
listening
hard.
and
That shit hard to do.
just keep singing.
Yeah.
I kept singing. And then I wasn't even singing like this in church, bro.
Yeah.
That's the cold thing. Like,
Damn.
I sung as
Uh-huh.
kids with my brothers and them in a group, but I never gave my grandmother and I gave my grandfather, I think, the full thing,
Yeah.
but I never really sung like that to them.
So when you start rapping, right? So you get right into the gangster rap. You in the world, right? So you on your gangbang shit, you on your rapper shit.
Yeah.
You know, you pushing hard. What was your first album or mixtape that you put out?
Back to the 80s,
Back to the 80s?
and my first hard single was Hard in the Paint.
Okay.
And that was one of the, like I said, that was one of the songs that put me on, like dissing, when I dissed all my enemies in that song.
Yeah. Who did you diss in that song?
Everybody.
Uh-huh.
Everybody that beat for they Trey Gangsters.
Okay.
I dissed everybody.
So you was on some banging on wax shit.
Yeah, I was just basically, when Waka did the Hard in the Paint,
Yep.
everybody was doing their little trend.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I hear them, but ain't nobody going hard.
Right.
So I'm gonna show y'all how to go hard in the paint.
Yeah.
To where I had Dub C Like, man, nephew,
Yeah.
come on, man. Why you do the homies like that? Yeah, like,
Right.
then that's when I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I don't want
Yeah.
nobody to
Yeah.
hate me already,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm trying to get in the game.
Was it
but
any street backlash?
hell
with that?
yeah, nigga, it was
Yeah.
shooting and shootings
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
After that, it was
Yeah.
cracking after that. Like, that's when I was out there and I was really like,
Yeah.
my first diss on Nip.
Okay.
That was
So
like my
what
first
what
diss.
made you make up in your mind? So did Nip diss you first, or you
He
dissed
didn't
Nip
diss
first?
me, he dissed my hood.
Okay.
And said some things in the song that caught ear to some older homies and
Okay.
about some years of murders and shit happened and
Okay.
shit like that. So it was just like, damn, they brought it to my attention. Like, man, you know this dude? I'm like, I seen him around, but I wasn't on his music or nothing
Yeah.
like that. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, they got a rapper over there, man. Woo, woo. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
They're like, man, you should do the hard in the paint.
Yeah.
I'm like, do the hard in the paint. They like, yeah, do the hard in the paint. I didn't want to do it at first, bro.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, it's easy. I can just go. Cause I'm already hated by everybody.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
hood, I'm gonna go to the county and fight and squabble up whatever.
Yeah.
Already, so it was like, fuck it, I'm finna do it.
Yeah.
I'm hated already. All that did was just make my name more bigger though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
So-
really made him look at
So
me.
when you dissed Nip, did he come back with another diss on you?
No, he didn't just immediately come right back.
Okay.
It took me like 3 diss songs.
Okay. So you dissed him 3 times.
Cause now I'm paying attention to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm knowing where you from. I'm seeing you.
Yeah.
And you in the game, and I'm trying to get in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, well, let's do some.
So I think we was talking about this earlier. So this thing, y'all whole thing kind of remind me of MCA and DJ Quick back in the day. So it was rapper shit, but it still was the backdrop of some hood
Hood
shit
shit.
too, though.
Yeah, that people didn't understand.
Right.
Um,
So it wasn't even really personal with y'all. It was more, you a rapper from over there, I'm a
And
rapper from over here. But we
it's
know
a
what it is.
challenge.
It's a challenge.
It was a challenge.
yeah.
And I was shooting. I
Mhm.
was shooting for the stars.
Yeah. Yeah.
To where I know his homies was telling him, you're gonna have to reply to him.
yeah.
You gonna have to say something, bro. And when he dissed me on the song with Ty Dolla Signs and Game, it's called Same Hoes.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was like,
Got your attention. Yeah.
okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Was he still neighborhood Nip back then, or had he
Uh-huh.
become Nipsey Hussle?
He was doing his thing.
Okay.
I think what that's when Game dropped Operation Kill Everything.
Okay.
That's when he was rotating back then like
Yeah.
that. And trying to get on with Jeezy and Rick
Mhm.
Ross, because at the time I was already fucking with Jeezy,
Right.
but I wasn't flying everywhere with him at
yeah.
the time.
Yeah. I was gonna get to that too. Did you ever meet Nip? Did y'all ever?
Yeah, I met him at the weed shop. Not a weed shop, but where we get our license at.
Okay.
On Wilshire.
Yeah.
Me, I was with my baby mom, my little homie Twin
Uh-huh.
from the set, and he was with his brother.
Okay. Black Sam.
Yeah, they was
Okay.
at the weed getting they shit.
Yeah.
And this when I first seen the Louis belts. He had the Louis belt on,
Uh-huh.
the white one.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that motherfucker stanging, babe. She like, yeah, woo woo. She like, you know what that is? I'm like, nah, cause I was just checking him out at first. She was like, that's Nip. I'm like, oh, that's good. I'm looking now like he's sitting across from me, him and his brother, and I'm
Yeah.
sitting on this side.
Mhm.
Me, Twin, my little homie Twin, and my baby
So
mama.
y'all
we
didn't know
chilling.
who each other was, even though y'all dissed each other.
Not at the time. I
Okay.
don't think, because if he seen my video, he had to see my video and know who I was.
Uh-huh.
I just didn't know who he was at the time because
Okay.
he had his hair different.
Okay.
And then I put the face when I seen his from watching his videos. Now I'm like, oh, that is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's his brother. Like,
Okay.
so now I'm sitting back with Twin. He like, yeah, that's them, big bro. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, all right, for sure. So I'm getting my weed license. I got on my St. Andrews Park recreation jacket.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm already knowing they reading it. So he know what park. We the only, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm in line in front of him. I'm in the line at the window.
Yeah.
Getting my shit, signing my papers. I look back. I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, what's up? I'm like, you know who I am? I'm Lil Sodi. He like, yeah, I'm Nip. He shook my hand with 2 hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for sure, my nigga, above my paper. I'm like, for sure, my nigga. Respect. Got my little paper and I walk back to my seat. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, was we supposed to be squabbling up or
Right. You was confused, huh?
at first, yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm looking for the bullshit.
Yeah.
Just being, you know what I'm saying? I ain't his mind frame was already like, I'm in the music industry.
Yeah.
My mind frame is I'm trying to get in. Fuck that shit. I'm
Right.
still gang banging. But it fucked me up when I first met him right then.
Yeah.
Cause it was like, damn, okay. All the shit we said, all right.
Yeah.
Then I seen him at the we had a meeting, the CTE experience meeting with Jeezy.
Mm-hmm.
He flew to Atlanta. Seen him out there. That's when Jeezy, shout out to Jeezy, was telling me like, you niggas is two bosses of LA. Like y'all names is big out there, like from both sides, homie. Like y'all shouldn't be getting into it. Y'all should make that shit bigger than what it is. You know what I'm saying? So after that, and I'm knowing after he heard that, it was like we didn't diss each other no more.
Yeah.
It was like,
Did y'all establish rapport, like talking, or
cause I seen him again.
Okay.
At Jeezy video shoot.
Okay. What was that like?
In LA.
What was the exchange?
It was cool because he
Okay.
was smoking with Tony Sodi and them.
Yeah.
Tony Sodi and them was all around him back then.
Okay.
Rest in peace to Tony Sodi, my little homie. I love you. But you know what I'm saying? They was all chilling backstage and all that. And
Yeah.
so we was cool. They
Yeah.
My little homie seeing me trying to get in the game, so they not finna
Right.
ramp
Yeah,
pack
yeah,
or
yeah.
trip. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? On
Yeah.
nobody.
Yeah.
We just like them. We trying to get in the game too, man.
Mhm.
That was one thing that the game was probably afraid of. People telling them that Lil Sodi treacherous, he gonna come in and fuck shit up. And
Yeah.
he tripping, he gang tripping and
Yeah.
all of this. And so a lot of that people was hating on me, bro. And
Yeah.
I was hearing about it.
Wow.
Studio talks like, oh, why you dick riding that nigga Lil Sodi? Or
Mm-hmm.
oh, he hard, my nigga. Woo, woo, he just
Yeah.
hard. Oh man, stop dick riding that nigga. Like shit like that,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
To where I'm getting 2, 3 in the morning, a phone call from my boy J Rock
Mm-hmm.
from TDE. He
Yeah.
like, man, blood, keep doing what you doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what's going on, bro? Where you? He like, nah, just keep doing what you doing, bro.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in the
Yeah.
studio right now. I'm like, yeah. And he was like
Yeah.
kind of laughing, like,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
like, man, just keep going. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I'm like, ooh, TDE looking at a nigga?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit woke a nigga up. But
Yeah.
nah, man.
How did you connect with Jeezy?
Through my homie Crowbar,
Mm-hmm.
Scrap Low from Georgia.
Mhm.
He was like, man, Jeezy trying to fuck with you. And me and my little homie Rah Rah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what? And I had already shouted his name out in my song,
Yeah.
in 2 of my songs. Him and Boosie, Lil Boosie.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, damn, did he hear my shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it been like a day or 2 they was looking for me.
Yeah.
So boom, I went over there to his hotel. I'm in there with all the Georgia niggas, country niggas from Macon. Scrap Low, Double Up, all them niggas in there with dreads.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting here chilling. They gangsters too, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm in there with the homies, they finna go. They wanna go to the club.
Uh-huh.
Jeezy ain't going out yet. He's still, whatever he doing, chilling in
Yeah.
his hotel. So it's like going on 12 something, 1 o'clock. So the homies like, we finna move. They moved. They like, you straight? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm straight. I'm like, I'm good. I look at Scrap, he like, yeah, cuz, you good. So boom, I'm chilling, man. I stayed there. Around 1 o'clock, 1:30, Jeezy came out. Like, man, we finna go to the club. He like, dog, finna go out. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm finna meet this nigga Jeezy?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, cool. So boom, we go out to the club. Man, we in the truck. He in the double R, Phantom. And we all get out and shit. Me and Scrap go to the double R door. And Scrap open up the door and shit. Uncle Pete opened up the door for me. And Scrap was standing on the sidewalk, and I got my back to him, letting him know, like, yeah, nigga, I got you. You feel me?
Yeah.
This my city, you know what I'm saying? I got you. We going
Yeah.
to Secret Sunday. He got out and shit. And I was looking down and he looked me up and down. He had them dark shades on.
Yeah.
I could see him. You know, you can see a nigga checking
Nigga
you out.
sizing you up.
Yeah, but I'm looking like,
Yeah.
I see him, but he looking like, who's this? Is this the nigga? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He like, all right. So I'm like, what's up, Jeezy? Woo, Lil Sodi. He like, oh, what's up? Woo, gave me the C lock, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Grabbing both of my shoulders. Now we pushing in the club. So that's the first time I met him, bro. It was
Okay.
just like that.
So did you get a situation with CTE?
I never signed a deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
It was just all like love, bro. Like
Okay.
he loved my energy. I
Mhm.
respected his game. He flew me to Atlanta, and shit. What do you know? I'm in Macon, Georgia.
Yeah.
He had my hotel in Atlanta at the W,
Yeah.
but I'm in Macon. I wanted to go see where the gangsters was at.
Yeah.
Scrap Low.
Is
Double.
A-Trays in Macon?
Nah, it's West Side Gangsters.
Okay.
Duncan Block Gangster Crips.
Okay.
Bloomfield Gangster Crips.
Okay.
So them was the gangsters that I was going to go see.
Yeah.
With Scrap Loke from West Side Gangster, J-Bone, all Badass, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Two, Kill. So I went.
Talking about Kill from Watts?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Kill from West Side Gangster.
Oh, okay.
That was Jeezy crew.
Okay.
Rest in peace to King. Rest in peace to Gangster Dre too. Them was his crew right there. So when I was going to Atlanta, I always would drive an hour to Macon.
Yeah.
Just to go hang out over there. I was living in Macon with Scrap in the sticks where it was cracking at.
Yeah.
Cripville.
Yeah.
That's what I was used to. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Strip
yeah.
clubs here and there.
Yeah.
I'm hitting the strip clubs. I'm selling my weed.
Yeah.
I'm making money. You know what I'm saying? Jeezy like, man, what the fuck this nigga down there
Selling
doing?
my weed. You was throwing yourself passes, huh?
What? That nigga Scrap like, man, he done came down here, man, and got stuck.
Yeah.
So Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? He respected that.
Yeah.
That I was able to be around his environment by myself. Like, I took off from him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't need to be around him to go to Macon and all
So
that.
what made you not want to sign to him with the music shit?
At the time, it was early when I got over there. It was Freddie Gibbs. He still had, he got Boo Rossini, Slick Pull over there, Tone Trump. I can't remember who else, but he had a squad already.
Okay, I see.
I was just like a new face, like
you.
from Cali, like he
I
needed.
got you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then
Had he already got YG? Was he already fucking
nope,
with YG?
I'm gonna get you to that. So boom, now I'm doing my music in the studio with him and all that, fucking around. I end up catching a case. I gotta go to jail. I bail out. I gotta wear the ankle monitor. Now I'm fighting my case. I can't fly out no more.
Ah, okay.
So now, boom, we meet up with YG and all that at the club. They played a song called Tooted and Booted.
Yep.
Tooted and Booted. And then they played another song that him and the dude from the Bay did. What was that one?
Which one?
I Am Sue. The
yeah.
one he had with I Am Sue. It was
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Am Sue song though.
Yeah.
So he heard that. He like, I want to hook up with that nigga. So boom, I called him from the studio, Roderick, my boy Pusha Rod, told him me and Freddie Gibbs was in there at the same time anyway. We was recording. And I was letting them know, like, I can get in touch with him for you. Called him up, told him to come through. And that's what happened. That's how he plugged up with them. Because he didn't have no real situation at the time.
So you facilitated YG and
he didn't have no situation at
Jeezy.
the time. He had just lost his deal.
Oh, wow.
Jeezy, when he got with Jeezy, that's how he had got his deal back and got where he is now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it went like that. You know what I'm saying? You fuck up your opportunity sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes,
The street shit.
Yeah, real shit.
You know what I mean? So
So at that point, that's when you start doing shit with Afroman?
Nah, I was just doing me. I was just doing more of me. I was hanging out with Freddie Gibbs. He put me with Freddie Gibbs because Freddie Gibbs ended up moving to LA.
Yeah, I like Freddie Gibbs,
So
bro. That
he
nigga
was like,
funny, bro.
That's my nigga, bro. That's
that
my
nigga
brother,
funny,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
I think the nigga is a better, no disrespect to Freddie Gibbs, I think the nigga's a better actor than rapper. I like him as an actor.
That's what everybody say.
And as a personality. Yeah, that nigga funny.
He
to
need
me,
a
bro.
podcast, man.
That nigga need his own show.
Yeah.
I swear, even I seen him on some funny shit. That nigga did. I don't know what it was, man. The nigga was hilarious. The nigga can act too, bro.
Yeah, bro. I've been
nigga
catching him
talented.
on Power.
I think people sleeping on him as an actor.
You seen him on Power?
Yeah.
So shout out to my brother. I could call him
he
right
killed
now.
it on Power. Yeah,
That's my
he
nigga,
killed that
bro.
shit because he had the nigga. We was the funny eye
with
right?
the fucked up eye.
Yeah, with the fucked up eye. Yeah, and I see he still representing the soil with Gary. He was
That's
like
my
he was the
boy.
cousin from Gary.
Gary, you know what I'm saying? That's how I would want to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah,
we did a movie called Kings of LA, Real Street Kings of LA, with the businessman and the Saucin' Boys.
Yeah.
So I did it. I'm part of that. So hopefully that be, you know what I'm saying, an outlook for me out here.
Nice.
In the city, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
But yeah, bro.
So how was it?
Had you signed a deal with Big Face?
Nah, see, and that came before Jeezy.
Yeah, like
This was the thing with Big Face.
How did you run into him, or what was that situation?
Through my homie Chrissy Mack. Shout out to Chrissy Mack. He plugged me with Big Face Honey. I told Big Face to start a deal, do the contract and all that up, like, cause he had 100 ENT. That was me. That was for me. They had Brazil Street for B-Fly, his sister, and all the rest of them. Like Brazil Street, you know what I'm saying? I was 100 ENT. When I was his only artist that bounced over there. So boom, I'm like, do the 100 ENT. You know what I'm saying? He like, I'm finna start it up, start the company up. Whoa. Then Bosco came over there. Yeah.
Bosco, which one?
the funny one.
Bosco 100.
Sco, yeah.
Oh
Bosco
yeah, Sco.
100.
Yeah, he been on
over
the show
there.
2-3 times.
Yeah, he was the red side. I was
Right.
the blue side.
Oh, okay.
So I never had signed. If he would have had the label going, then we could have did something. But at that time, it was like it wasn't nothing really going on. Then when I had got with Jeezy, they started to be mad at me, like Face and his sister and all of them, like, that's not a good look and whoop and I'm a Crip and you know what I'm saying, and they bloods. But I was telling them Jeezy fuck with the movement because they see me in y'all videos through, because my videos was connected to theirs. So Scrap Low, Jeezy second hand was like, yeah, man, tell them we fuck with them.
Right.
We watching all Scrap Low, bumping all they shit, bumping my shit that I was doing with them on the road while we on the tour bus and all that, man. And I went and had a sit down with Face. We sat on Brazil on a curve, all the way at the dead end, away from his spot, just to get him out of
That's
this.
Cedar Block, right?
Yeah, right on Cedar.
Yep.
I had a heart-to-heart with him about it. Like, man, bro, you know what I'm saying? They want to pull, if I do CTE, we could pull, you know what I'm saying, 110. Because Jeezy liked the movement.
Yeah.
He was just like, it ain't a good look, but it was still, you know what I'm saying, his sister in his ear, like, fuck that, and woo. Oh, they all leaving you, and woo, everybody you try to help. And I'm like, how am I leaving them and I'm trying to bring them in?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was me not introducing them to Jeezy or something.
Yeah.
But we was barely in LA. We always was in Atlanta or Florida or Miami. So when I was in LA, I was going home to chill and relax. I was having drunk nights.
Right.
I was never drinking champagne like that, bro.
Right.
And partying in the clubs till 6, 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Nigga, I was a hood rat. I'm in the hood every day. I was never living that type of party life. I was fucked off.
Let me ask you this, because Yuckmouth, he came on the show recently.
That's my guy, man.
Yeah,
shout out to my boy.
Yuck. Yeah, that's my guy. We were talking about the West Coast, bro, the West Coast music scene and how, you know, the West Coast then kind of fell off, right? Do you think that particularly L.A. struggles musically because of the gang politics, the hood politics?
Yes. They struggle gang politics, and not only that, it's still trying to find that sound.
Yeah, I agree.
LA, if you listen to all these new dudes like singers and all that, Bino and all of them, I mean, Rowdy Rich, they don't sound like LA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Rowdy
saying?
Rich sound like he
Blast
from
is
Atlanta.
dope.
Yeah, Blast, he dope, but they got that sound. But you could go down south, like it's like a mixture. Like when you say if you looking for like some LA shit, then you want to look to some West Coast funk. Like we gonna go to Me, we gonna go to Glasses Malone.
Yeah, shout out
We
to
gonna
Glasses.
go to Joe Moses. We gonna go to Big to the Boy. Real like hip hop West Coast.
Yeah.
Back in the
That
day,
traditional
shit. You know what
LA
I'm saying?
sound, yeah.
That Nate Dogg sound. I'm bringing it back.
Yeah.
If you listen to my song every day, like I'm trying to bring that back. Even though his son, shout out to his son, he's singing and all that. But I have that soul, that spiritual gospel voice that they love to hear.
Yeah.
All my fans want me to sing more, Sodi, sing more.
real shit.
So that's what
Real
I've been
shit.
doing.
Okay. So when did you start touring with Afroman?
When I got out of prison, this last time. I met Afroman through Uncle Freeway Rick. Shout out to Uncle
Shout
Freeway
out to
Rick.
I just talked to Rick a few days ago.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
uncle.
shout
He
out to
loved
Freeway.
me.
Yeah.
He the one told Afroman like, man, I'm looking for a Trey gangster rapper, one of my homies.
Man,
He like,
niggas
what?
ain't even know that Afroman was from a set, bruh. Like, you wouldn't even think that.
Yeah,
that
bro.
That nigga like OG A-Trey.
Man, and then, but it was like his father moved him out the
Yeah,
set when he was going up junior high.
Yeah, he went to like
So,
Palmdale or some shit.
So he had never had a full pool.
Right.
He never had a full
But
pool.
he was from the set, though.
Although it's
Yeah.
cracking in Palmdale, though.
Yeah, but he never had a full pool, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people like, damn, like they'll think, oh, hey, little Sodi lying and woo. Like you just Fat Boy SSE
Yeah.
from New Jersey. He from my set.
Oh, is he?
He under my
I know
he
Fat
under
Boy.
me.
I
That's
know
my
Fat
little
Boy.
homie.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a whole hood out
I know
there.
Fat Boy.
Fat
I
Boy
didn't know
SSE.
he was
See what I'm
A-Trey.
saying?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, you would hear him
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
moving or some shit, banging in his little
he did,
videos.
I got the hook up too together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got the hook up too together.
Yeah. See, and then that's around that time my son had passed. He flew me to Jersey and
Right.
showed me love.
Yeah.
Laid the blue carpet out for me.
Yeah. And
You know what I'm saying?
we'll go back to Afroman. Let's touch on that because I know that was, I mean, man, I can't even imagine, the pain of losing a child. What was the circumstances, if you don't mind my asking, with your son passing away in the fire?
Man, it was hard, bro, because I couldn't even talk about it at first. Like, it was hard for me to say his name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my girl was putting up through a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying, with me and helping me regain a little of me back. I was lost, bro. I sent him home to go live with be with his mom and him for the holidays in Albuquerque, cause he was going to school out here with me and shit. I was finally had him and all that, man, and sent him home. He went out there for 2 months, and then they set a wall fire or something. But the smoke from the ventilators and all that, he died from the black smoke. So he really didn't feel the fire or whatever. But man, that was like,
how old was he?
He was 9, going on 10 at the time.
Wow.
So it was different because my son was able to backflip, crip walk, all that, swim. I don't even know how to swim good like him. I can swim.
Right.
But he was doing so much, bro, that I couldn't do. Run up the wall and do a backflip. I used to be like, damn.
Yeah.
Who taught you that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like that. Football, I had him on the field, basketball. It was things that he was doing. I was like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? When I finally got him and then able to put him out there how I wanted him, my daddy had him lifting weights, push-ups, raising him how he raised us. So I used to let him go to my pop's house, get that good old school, you know what I'm saying? But we had, come on, man, going to church every Sunday.
Right.
His church family loved him.
What was your son's name?
Jase.
Okay.
His church family loved him, man. It was hard, bro. I was embarrassed at first. Like,
embarrassed? Why you say embarrassed?
I was embarrassed because you wouldn't think shit like this happened to you, bro.
Yeah.
Not to you.
Yeah.
Cause you see shit like this in movies.
Right.
Until it happened to you.
Yeah.
And you don't and you gotta figure out how to recover or what to do at that moment.
Did you go into a depression?
Hell yeah, bro. I was lost.
Yeah. How did you lean on your spirituality and your belief in God to
I was
pull
losing
up out of that?
That's when I was saying I was struggling with my faith. I was losing it.
Did you blame God?
Yeah, I asked him to forgive me. To this day, I always talk to him and ask him to forgive me for questioning him. I questioned him 1,000 times. I really did, bro, because I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
Like, I really didn't understand it. Like, our kids leave before us now.
Yeah, that's not natural. Yeah.
When I was little, bro, I was seeing older people leave first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it fucked me up.
Right.
To when
did it alter how you dealt with you have other kids?
Yeah.
Did it alter how you dealt with them and how you related to them?
Yeah, at first I was just numb, bro. I didn't want to think about nobody. So many times, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to drive off the freeway, run into a brick wall. Something inside of me was telling me I'm stronger than that. That's weak, man.
So you think speaking of suicide, you think, we just had the death of Twitch and of course, so many people. I mean, I think it's like every 6 minutes somebody kills themselves. You think suicide is weak as it relates to mental illness? Just kind of transition a little bit.
I respect mental health and people that go through it because I believe I have that shit too.
Yeah.
Real talk. So
yeah, real shit. I mean, nigga, listen, the environments we come from, bro. Think about that. That shit ain't normal, the shit we come from.
Nah,
like,
we
burying homeboys since we was kids. And,
can't go to this gas station.
The level of violence that we've seen, the funerals we've been through, the loss, the loss in itself.
Just living.
And then being immune to the level of violence.
Can't go to this store, can't go to this gas station.
Yeah.
With my mom, I can't do this with my kid. We can't go to this Chuck E. Cheese because it's in this hood.
Yeah.
So you live through trauma. Like, you don't get to live like a regular human being.
Yep.
You stress in the inside automatically.
What work have you done, if any, to deal with your trauma? Like losing your son, that's hard, bro. Like that, along with your own shit, just in the street, prison, all of that shit. Like, what have you done to try to, mediate your trauma and your demons?
I try to do more. No, I don't try. I do more praying. Bro. I do more thinking about how I'm gonna fix a wrong situation. I think more now. I think before I speak. I pray before I speak. Like before I came in here, I asked God to just give me the words to say.
Right. I do the same thing.
Depression, bro. I was broken. I didn't want to rap no more. I was embarrassed. My fans seeing me lose my son. I didn't know how to take it or how they was gonna take it, or the bitch ass nigga Charleston White disrespecting my child on his video.
Really?
Yeah, in his car. It was on his page, man. Disrespecting me and my child, saying all kind of disrespectful things, bro.
I missed that.
People were sending me the video. Fuck Lil Sodi, nigga. Woo, been your dead kid burnt in the fire. He was saying she burnt in the fire because he really don't know the story. So in a way, I was feeling like my big homie was told him the story because that's who you was closer to. That big homie. You the only one that knew my business. You feel me? And he don't know nothing about me. So I was kind of hurt behind that.
Okay.
So that's why I was just be like, man, you making all these
big
videos.
homie I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, you doing all these videos saying fuck Charleston White and all that. Move something. You didn't mention my name when you said, when Charleston White dissed Nip and all of them, the Crips. You didn't mention my name when he dissed my dead son. He mentioned my name right along with all of them. I was one of the first ones he dissed because I was the first one to say something like, why you dissing Crips, homie?
Yeah.
Like, why you got a problem with Crips and woo woo?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, nigga, fuck you, Lil Sodi, woo woo. Nigga, my homeboy's the gang task force, nigga. You ain't got no Crips in Texas. I was like, nigga, I got homies in Texas. Nigga, it is Crips in Texas. Intelligent Crips in Texas. He was like, nigga, ain't no Crips in Texas, nigga, woo woo woo, this and all that.
Damn.
So
I missed
alone.
that, bro. I missed that.
I left it alone, like, oh, this nigga gonna have the police on me. Like,
Yeah.
they already want me off the streets, just who I am. You know what I'm saying?
What would be his reason of talking crazy on your deceased child?
That's what I say.
That's crazy.
And I ask people, like, y'all respect what this man doing and what he's saying. And yeah, he dissing all these dead rappers, but why you gotta go to a child? Why you gotta go to my child?
Crazy.
Keep your beef with me. Because when I see you, it's gonna be me and you.
Yeah. But how he got a beef with you? He don't even know you.
That's what I'm saying. Just because I guess he seen what I said on Instagram about him.
About dissing the... Okay,
yeah, like, I said what was right. Nigga, I'm an intelligent Crip.
Right.
I worked, job, all that. I ain't out here living out on the street corners, smoking cracked out or none of that.
Right.
I know I got a whole lot of intelligent homies that own businesses, companies, that's millionaires. So how can I just let you say that?
Damn. So y'all haven't had a chance to have a dialogue about that shit? Or it ain't no talking? It ain't nothing to talk about?
Man, we got to get down. It ain't no meeting, no interview or none of that with him. You crossed the line when you diss my dead child.
I respect that.
I'm down your throat when I see you. When whoever you with. You know what I'm saying? I'm down your throat. Period.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? It could be 1,000 years from now, but
hey.
I ain't chasing you. I ain't looking for you. I ain't got nobody looking for you. But you got to answer to what you said about my deceased child.
Yeah.
Real talk.
So going back to I didn't know that. I missed that, bro. Damn. So we was talking about trauma, bro. So it's basically unresolved for you in terms of just the trauma throughout your life that you've had to process.
Yeah, bro.
What steps you taking to try to,
I'm praying more, like I said.
Have you ever thought about therapy?
Yep, I did that with Tajay.
Okay.
Healing This Gangster.
Okay.
That's my boy. I did his interview. You can check that one out too. I did that with Tajay.
Nice.
It opened up a lot in me. Cindy Mills TV. Just doing interviews and talking about it.
Yeah, real shit.
Talking about it.
Bro. It's therapeutic.
It helped me.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't even say my son's name.
Yeah.
It felt like a movie, bro.
Yeah.
Like I watched a movie where a man couldn't even say, or a lady couldn't say the child's name because they were still hurt and traumatized. Like I say his name like Ja, and I break the fuck down.
Imagine.
Like my girl used to be like, just
it's
say
only
his
been
name.
a couple years, right?
Yup. Just say his name. Just say his name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where every day I was just doing it to where I was saying it, man. You know what I'm saying? And
so do you use that loss and that hurt? Do you channel that into your music and into the things you're doing? Do you have any songs dedicated to him?
Yeah, I just did a song I did I can't remember that shit. But I'll put his name in all my new songs right now.
So dig this. You know, now that I'm here talking to you for the past hour, right? It's you give me I'm gonna say DMX vibes in a good way.
Right, that's
In
my
a good
guy.
way.
Shout out
You
to
know what I'm
X,
saying?
rest in peace, big homie.
Being that, you know, having this spirituality, I think X at some point, if he had lived, he would have been in the pulpit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I can see him up
you
there.
feel me? You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
was headed that way,
Yeah.
right? Do you think that could be in your future, or if not in the pulpit, singing the gospel?
Yes. I won't say the pulpit because, man, I love smoking weed. I can't stop smoking weed, man.
yeah.
I can't.
I think as a Christian, you can smoke weed though.
Oh, that
I think so though, right? I mean, I would
Hell
think
no,
it
man,
was
you can't
legal.
smoke
I
no
mean,
weed, man.
because if you can smoke cigarettes, you can smoke weed. I didn't grow up in the church, bro. So you might know
Man,
better
back
than me.
then weed was considered a drug to
Yeah,
the
it's
Christians,
different
to the
now,
church
though.
people,
It's
man.
different now.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Well,
you still subscribing to the old school.
Yeah, man, I'm still, because my grandparents looking down on me, man, so I can't do it. But ending my career doing gospel will be,
Is it ending or starting?
my career is starting.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's starting a new chapter.
But how I want to go out, you always got to have an exit plan.
Okay.
That would be my exiting.
Really?
Gospel, because it would be so easy. Y'all be at peace at mind.
Yeah.
I'll be able to travel,
I
still
think that's your
vacation.
calling, bro. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Like, I think that would be your calling. I'm gonna tell you why. Because then you can still minister. You can still, you know, you got a testimony where motherfuckers could relate to you.
Because I want to do
touch
that.
the people that you done been in prison. You done did the street life, the gang shit, the rap shit. You know, you done made a name for yourself. You got lost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're qualified to really give people the testimony of God.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
am,
mean?
man. And I believe that's why God still have me here, man. To
Yeah.
continue to just tell the truth to the kids, to the
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I was lied to as a kid with all this gang shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, and I will say it again. The big homies need to pick the ball back up. It's been dropped.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to this gang activity on the streets and trying to save the community, yeah, we doing all of that and we showing the mirror all of that, but sometimes we ain't even we got to get back to the basics. We got to bring these niggas to the table. These gangs that's beefing back to the table.
Yeah.
We getting paid. Y'all getting paid to do it.
Yeah.
So why y'all can't do it the right way, or let somebody like me do it
Right.
that got an influence? Because I'm going to bring them to the table and do it the right way.
Right.
And make sure it's being seen and done. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Not just, we going to just do this for this 2-3 day event
Yeah.
and then let the mayor and them see everything good
Yeah.
and then it's over.
Yeah. Right.
We got the money and we good.
Right. Right.
But what about the young homies in the community?
Yeah.
They still not fixed.
Yeah, you need some people that's there, boots on the ground, like constantly within the community.
Thank you,
doing the
bro.
work. Yeah.
It's still not no
Yeah.
programs open up in my community, man.
Wow.
No community center, no computer school,
Yeah.
no none of that.
Mentors are important, man, especially in the inner city, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I think back to my childhood, and I think, like, damn, if I had a mentor early on, you know, no telling what choices I'd have made, you know, because I got street poison, but I didn't have
Right.
nobody, you know, my mama, she can only say so much,
Right.
but I didn't have nobody that could paint out the possibilities for me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I was
Exactly.
kind of left to my own devices in the world, you know what I
Right.
mean? But if you got some big homies, you got somebody older that already, that's what I try to do with the platform. Like, I try to give, you know, some information, some game, some
I
enlightenment.
just be saying like, shit, niggas don't want this beef to end because the money gonna end. That's
That's a
how
way
I
to look
feel,
at it.
bro.
That's
Like,
a way to look
if
at
it
it.
ain't no war on the street, how they gonna get paid?
Yeah, that's a way to
What,
look at
what,
it.
what we gonna be paying y'all for now? To
Yeah.
keep the peace. The peace is being kept.
Yeah, it's almost like healthcare. It's no
So-
money in the cure.
So if we all the way stop these niggas from killing,
Yeah,
we ain't gonna get paid. But if we just
Yeah.
chill just for a little bit and
yeah,
we still got some leeway to keep the check coming in,
Yeah.
because we still can. If this too much happen over here, I can still pull him in and still
Right.
pull him in from over here and make it look good and whoop whoop, get that check and tell them to kick back. But ain't nobody brought to the table like we used to do it. Like when we had concerts back then, niggas brought they hoods to the table.
yeah,
Like, who all finna be there? What hoods?
Right.
Hey, homie, whoop, whoop, this what's going on.
Right.
We here for the money. Ain't no set tripping. Ain't no none of that. They don't do that no more.
Right.
Or if they do, shit, where it's still shit cracking
But let
backstage.
me ask you though, bro. I mean, realistically, do the big homies do they word even carry like that with the young homies?
Yeah. I'm not gonna even say that because that's what some people feel.
Mhm.
Oh, the young homies run the set now. The young niggas run the hood. Hell no, the G's do.
Mhm.
The G's do have the voice because they know the voices to that other side that
Right.
run that shit, that what say goes.
Yeah.
I can't make a final call for my whole entire hood.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that because I'm not that G homie.
Right.
But it's G homies that can, man, and it's been long enough to like, why this shit ain't been in.
Yeah.
Like, y'all just let this shit carry on for years.
That's crazy though, because I'm gonna be honest with you. In my experience, you know, even me being from KC, right? And my experience just with niggas, with us, just nationwide, we not really that organized like that.
Nah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like you like you said, you got G homies, you got big homies, but
You
it ain't no organization and rank like that.
You won't get organized until you hit the penitentiary.
Right.
Then you gonna
Then
structure
it's some
your
act right.
ass
There's
up.
some structure, yeah.
That county jail,
Yeah.
you still running around
Yeah.
loose like a wild ass animal,
Right.
fighting everybody, disrespecting everybody. But when you hit that penitentiary,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some structure.
I had to learn because I was in there when I first left YA, I was still tripping. I went to prison, getting O's and S's and all kind of letters whacked out on my body in prison.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't do that. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, I'm in the prison like, fuck that. I'm ready to get down with any nigga on the yard for this. What's
Yeah.
happening? Because I can't go home with all these shit on me like this.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But not knowing that you reckon the piece we got on the yard.
Yep.
You reckon the piece, Sodi, like, they ain't tripping. So one of them was tripping, one of their older homies. He's like, if I was 20 years younger, nigga, that nigga's like,
old nigga was trying to get it, huh?
Nigga. But I love that nigga to this day, man. And he talked to me.
Yeah.
I seen him on the street. He
Yeah.
free now. He was a lifer.
Yeah.
This dude I'm talking about, man.
Uh-huh.
Man, Big Miz. I'm gonna just say your
Yeah.
name. Shout out Big Miz. I know,
Big Miz
man.
from 9-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
I know
nigga,
you talking
man.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was in the yard.
I know you
with
talking about
Miz.
Big Miz from
Yeah,
9-0.
he had an attitude with me.
Yeah, I know you. Damn, he older. I thought he is older
Hell
than us.
yeah,
Yeah.
Miz old.
He is.
That's a G homie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
man.
you
So,
talking about.
and you know, he sat me down and talked to me on the yard, Chuckawalla, and let me know, like, man, Sodi, man, whoop, whoop, I know your uncles, man,
Yeah.
Monster Pookie. Nigga, I know your daddy, your father. You know what I'm saying? He really talked to me like I was
Yeah.
one of his little homies.
That's what's up, bro.
So it was like, damn, now I'm in prison
Yeah.
getting all this good game.
Yeah.
Now he telling me, man, I used to be with your homie. Whoop, 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 whoop. Nigga, that was my nigga.
Yeah.
Now I'm hearing the OG homie from 6-0 saying, nigga, I was with your homie. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We got a case together.
Mhm.
So I'm like, damn, y'all was cool. This
Yeah.
is where it's all coming in to me now.
Yeah.
Y'all was cool. Y'all was brothers like that.
Yeah.
Y'all was fucking the same bitches. Same parties. We was
Yeah.
basically the same hood.
Yeah.
Us and them, bro. So I was like, damn, now
Yeah.
I'm sitting back now with my Sodi shades on, like, damn, I'm doing all of this for nothing.
Yeah.
Really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real shit.
Besides the love that I have for my uncle, rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The hatred that I had. So I had to go out there and do my diddy, my diligence and all of that,
Yeah.
get dirty and all that in the field. But
Yeah.
besides all that, growing up and knowing like it was all for nothing.
Wow.
For
yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, real shit.
Like,
that's the
shit.
message, bro. But hey, listen, the youngsters watching, listening, understand that.
The streets ain't what it
Understand
is.
that.
Like, especially
That's
like
the
right now,
raw
y'all,
message.
like, we didn't, it's easy for them to gangbang on the internet now.
Man,
Cause they don't gotta see their enemy face
Real
to face.
shit.
I don't gotta
Real
go to
shit.
school and see this nigga.
exactly.
I had to go to school and see them niggas.
Yeah.
Me and my Horseman, Bret Hart, whatever, Henry Clay, I had to go to school. We all went to school with each other.
Yep.
So we knew who we was busting at. You feel
Yep.
me? Oh, that's
Yep.
Whoopty Whooping them from.
Yeah, you knew your enemies back
Yeah.
then. You knew
Now
them. Yeah.
these niggas don't know each other. They only know each
Yeah.
other from the internet.
Nah, you knew who
Oh, I
your
came to your
ops was
hood.
back then.
I'm in your hood. Yeah, I'm in your hood. About 10 niggas behind them with guns. Yeah, nigga, I'm
Yeah.
over here. So that's how they know you. Nigga, I'm
Yeah.
whoop, whoop, whoop. So now your name. So when they see it, oh, that's whoop, 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 doing that shit again. Now they doing it. Oh, I'm in your hood now. Yeah, straps
Goofy
up
shit.
and all that.
Goofy shit.
We didn't do that back then.
Yeah.
That's telling on yourself. You going to jail.
Real shit. Especially
Back
you see
then,
these Ricos coming down in the culture,
hell
man. Like,
yeah, man.
niggas,
Hell
young
yeah. And
niggas
I'm
need to
scared
move.
of it.
Yeah,
because we got so many hoods in other states to be like, boom.
Yep.
I don't want to be a leader of none of it.
All it take is what, 3 people, 4 people, something like that.
Yeah,
just,
bro.
Just be on the same page with some bullshit.
Man,
and
I
it's
ain't
Rico,
know
nigga.
nothing, man.
And
I'm
you know
doing
what's
music.
fucked up?
I have no knowledge.
It's like you said, bro. I mean, it's crazy. Like, the culture got to wake up for real, bro. Because if you think about it, man, Rico was a law that was implemented for the mafia.
Yeah,
right?
for big
now
shit.
they applying that shit to street level motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
bro.
you and y'all a crew. Y'all could be a clique or whatever, my nigga. But if y'all on some bullshit, nigga, they trying to get y'all with these life sentences.
Yeah,
these
and
30,
y'all,
these
it's
30
cool
balls,
until
all
y'all
that.
hear 50 to life
That's what I'm saying.
and 30 to life.
That's
It's
what I'm
cool
saying.
until you hear that, or it's cool because you ain't sat up in that cell for them
Real
months,
shit.
missing your family,
Real
missing
shit.
them holidays,
Yep.
and then
People
when you
forget
feel
about
it,
you.
is you gonna hold it down?
Yeah. Real
Because you ain't
shit.
getting no letters and all that from your homie.
Shit, most of them don't. Most
I
of 'em
didn't,
get
man.
in
I
that
didn't,
bitch and crack.
I ain't gonna say I didn't, but a few of my homies like LTS wrote me when I was in prison, but I wasn't asking for nothing. I had to go in there and sit down and do my time in YA, all them years in YA and in prison. I had to sit down in there and do that time myself. I didn't ask for nothing. So it'd be like when niggas be mad because you don't do nothing for them and all of that. You did that crime, you gotta sit down in there and handle that shit. You niggas got all these females out here and all that. Handle that. I had to, bro.
Yeah.
I had to go in there and sit down and do it.
Let me ask you this. So all your time in the prison, you know, that you spent, what you gave about 5-6 years to the system collectively?
Hell no, longer than that, man. Because you got to go back to juvenile
Yeah,
halls.
even juvenile YA. So
Camp,
what, about 10?
I did year and a half. Yep, almost a little
So
bit
about
more
10.
than that.
So about 10 to the system, you done lost a child,
About
you done been
6.
in the game, you done lost homies, you done all of that, right? What would you say you learned from all of these experiences up to this point?
Be my own man. Be my own man. Use my first mind. Out of all these experiences, like, because I was always doing something for somebody else. I was always running to help the hood, the set. I was always Superman. Anything happened in the set, I'm there. Like, I always was for the other things. I was never for myself.
Yeah. You think the hood reciprocated? You think what you gave the hood and sacrificed for the hood, you got back?
No. I mean, yeah, you get love, but it's fake love, so nah, hell nah. I ain't get half of that back, homie. And I only get the love that I get from my generation, my foundation, and the ones that I came up with. So hell no, I'm not gonna lie and say, hell yeah, you get all the love. Fuck that, kids. You don't get all the love. Everybody from your hood ain't gonna love you. Everybody from the set ain't gonna love you. Ain't gonna speak up and vouch for you. You gonna have haters. You gonna have a nigga that ain't gonna want you around. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't grow up in this. You didn't grow up over here.
Right.
So you gonna get treated differently. That's why you see a lot of outsiders always get DP'd or beat up the most because nigga, you didn't grow up with us or you gotta really earn your.
That bond is different when you in the sandbox with a motherfucker.
You got a lot to
different.
do.
Yeah.
So you don't gotta get put on. This the thing. You always got an option like you. You use your option, bro. You not a square. You a regular individual, but you down the ride.
Right.
And you gonna down the ride with your niggas that you with. Do that mean you gotta get put on?
Right. No, not at all.
Or because you wanna be cool or
Yep.
smoke weed with this person. If that person doing all of that, that ain't your homie. If he gotta wheel you in that way, that ain't your homie. You should let you make your own choice.
Right.
Like if I'm a bang, I'm gonna do it because I love you and I wanna watch your back. And I don't wanna go play football. I don't wanna go play basketball. I don't wanna go box. I really want to have your back, genuinely.
Yep.
That's a friend.
Right.
But other than that, give them an option, man.
Yeah.
This shit right here ain't for everybody.
Real shit.
Can you go and kill a person? Ain't no more drive-bys.
Right.
That's a DP. If niggas still doing that, the streets is in trouble. It's hopping out, getting up on your man. Can you get up on a man and splash blood on your jacket? Can you really go and taste blood? Can you really go and shoot this person in the head up close?
Right.
While he looking at you, you asking for a light, boom. And get on. Can you really do that? Nah, you can talk that shit. I done seen it happen. Niggas froze.
Yeah.
It ain't in everybody.
I done
Some
seen
niggas
it too. And then I done seen niggas do it and then get behind that wall, get in that room.
Yep, because they want
just
to be
didn't crack,
that nigga.
They cracked there.
They want to be that
They
nigga.
cracked there.
They want to be that nigga. Or
So,
and then if you sometimes they get caught by themselves.
Yep.
Like I said, internet. Niggas
Yeah.
want to be known for doing what they do.
Yep.
Rap about all these killers and all that. Sometimes these niggas go in these investigation rooms.
mm-hmm.
Not even the investigating rooms. Put that nigga in a cell with 2 other niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Where he from? Oh, he a blood or he a Crip.
Yeah.
All right, put 2 Crips in there with him. He a Crip.
Yeah,
Put
let
2
him
Bloods
press
in there.
him.
He a blood.
Yeah, let him press him. Make it
just
uncomfortable
go in
for
there
him.
and tell him.
Make it
tell him
uncomfortable
y'all
for
from
him.
the same, and just see what he did.
Yeah.
What he came in here
Oh
for.
yeah, they do that too. Yeah,
Man,
yeah, yeah.
man, what?
Yeah, they do that too. Motherfuckers that act like they trying to help you with
Straight
your case,
police.
like jailhouse lawyers,
Straight
and will take that
police.
information.
Undercovers, y'all.
Will take that information and go make a play for
Undercovers.
themselves.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what it ain't for everybody. Like I said,
Yep.
they ain't got the street smarts.
Real shit.
Some
Real
niggas
shit.
rob, some niggas robbers, some niggas just drug dealers,
Yeah.
some niggas just spray painters,
Know your lane.
some niggas is squabblers,
Yep.
some
Know your
niggas is
lane.
bad fighters, but
Yeah.
they scared to kill a person.
Yeah, I know all of them. The hood got all. I know niggas that got squabbles that will fight the drop of a hat, but they ain't trying to kill nothing. And I know niggas that just want to kill, scared to fight.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Because
what
that's
I'm saying?
it's either this is my strong hand.
Yeah.
And nigga, I ain't turning nothing down. I'm little.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm little and I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
That's how I be sometimes.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you just got a buster.
Yeah.
A
At the
buster
end-
hiding behind a strap. But we gonna
Yeah,
figure
most
it out
of them
because
know.
you can't shoot
Most
the
of
homies
them know.
in
Yeah,
the
but
meeting.
then
You
at
gotta
the
fight.
same time, what niggas gotta. That's what the youngsters gotta. Y'all gotta hear this. Ain't no guns behind that wall.
Nah,
Right?
man, it's
you can
off.
you can be stepping on shit outside, but once you get
Get
behind
up
that
in
wall,
there, them
my
niggas
nigga,
be
it ain't-
folding. I've been
Nigga.
seeing it on Instagram and YouTube. Niggas getting tied up for their raps.
Mm-hmm.
They had a nigga rap his lyrics in a cell, tied up.
Damn.
He rapped them lyrics he was rapping.
Yeah.
He was dissing they homies.
Yeah.
Man, they had
yeah.
him tied up, whooping
Yeah.
him with a shoe. He was sweating, crying.
Damn.
I was like, wow, they
Damn.
different down
But
south.
that nigga was hardcore on that fucking
Yeah,
record.
when he
though,
was
huh?
when he was singing
Yeah,
that
when
record,
he had that
nigga, fuck
Draco.
your dead homies
Yeah,
and
he
all
had
of that.
Draco and yeah.
But when
he
they got
the
you
stick.
up in there, and them niggas had them things, them knives on them like this
Yeah.
long,
Yeah.
like feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the pointy edges.
Yeah.
And they got you in that corner, and they telling you to rap. If you don't rap, you know what's going on.
Hey, you little
So-
niggas better think about it. That's a hell of a picture you just painted, my nigga. Go look at that video, bruh. Get you some act right. Get you some
Yeah,
straightening.
it's the truth,
Get
bro.
you some
So
straightening about
that's
yourself.
why I don't be. I
But
don't be dissing.
what
I
you
don't be looking for
so
it.
what man? What you on now? What you got coming? What you got out now, bro?
Shockaware, man. Shout out to Shockaware.
Right here. That's your camera right there.
Shockaware. Shout out to Shockaware, man. I love the whole company, the family, man. They treat me like one of their own. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to K-Boy for getting a gangster in there. Shockaware jackets, man. You
So
know
the
what I'm saying?
certified gorillas, nigga. I thought that
Oh,
was like a
Certified
motorcycle thing.
Gorillas? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
a
my bike
motorcycle.
club.
Okay, bike club. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Shout out to the Gorillas.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Another transition
Yeah.
that I wanted to get a part of from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to connect with everybody. Because I'm a known face.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get out here. These dudes love me and show me love, my enemies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping it real, bro, when I see them.
Yeah.
They don't be standing offish.
Mm-hmm.
They be like, man, what's up? Or some of them even be like, man, I've been waiting to holler at you.
Mm-hmm.
Or even they be waiting to holler at my little brother, baby Sodi.
Yeah.
Because he done did the same amount of time in prison and shit that I did.
Yeah.
And came up under me, the generation. So it be like, damn, man, it be genuine love sometimes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got on the bike scene, rest in peace to my uncle, Big Monster Pookie from 111.
Mm-hmm.
That was Cube, head security guard.
Oh yeah. Yeah. 111.
Yeah.
neighborhood. Yeah.
So it
oh,
made
he's
me.
lynch mob. Lynch mob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JD just posted them on his page.
Yeah. JD home.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? My uncle got me on this bike shit, man. Like,
Mhm.
I wanted to keep it alive for him because I know he loved it, this shit. You know what I'm saying? He loved his colors. He loved his leather. He loved his bike. His bike is put up. I got it to this day at mom's house.
Oh, that's
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Finna get it back on the road for him. But,
Nice.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Shout out to Certified Gorillas, my club. They keeping me above water. These are new things in my chapter of my life that I'm trying to keep from being in depressed mode.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to come back outside and do music and do shows and
you got a new video too. You got new music.
Yeah, man. I got
Who was the woman playing?
That was my mother.
That's your mother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's playing the saxophone on there. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
all right.
She had to stop her hobbies.
Yeah.
To be a part of the church family, to be in part of my life.
Full circle, and now she's using your video playing the saxophone.
Yeah, man. I told her, get back to what you love to do. You know what I'm saying? Before we leave this earth, get back to all our hobbies and the things we love sometimes, man. Because
so she's actually playing on the song.
Yeah. No, she ain't playing on the song. Actually, I just had her in there that day playing on it.
Okay.
But yeah, man. That's what she loved to do, man. So.
And what's the name of the song?
Linda Faye. I named it after her.
Nice. I was wondering I seen it. I was wondering what the significance of it was.
Sexy. It's a whole change up of what I got coming on.
So that's like some R&B shit though, right?
Switch up.
Okay.
Change up.
So we got a gospel album and we got. So you gonna do gospel and R&B?
Nah, I'm gonna do gospel later on.
Okay.
Right now I'm focused on this EP because it's all my new music of my transition.
Yeah.
My growth.
Nice.
It's gonna be beautiful, man.
Yeah, I'm curious. Who's your favorite gospel singer?
My favorite gospel singer. I love Yolanda Adams, but as far as males, I like groups like the Pilgrim Jubilees, Canton Spirituals, out of Mississippi.
So
the William
like
Brothers,
old school gospel.
Yeah, man, that really meant something. You know what I'm saying? That you can really feel and worship and praise. Willie Banks, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna go back like that. You know what I'm saying? So
I just be on the contemporary, Marvin Sapp, Smokey Norfolk shit.
Oh, okay. What's the brother that just died? The big heavyset brother did the song with Kurt Franklin. I love him too.
I don't know. It wasn't Fred Hammond, was it?
He leaned over when he sing.
Oh, yeah. Older cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was watching about.
Yeah. He could blow.
Bang.
He could blow. Yeah.
I love him too, man. Shout out to him. Rest in peace to you too, my brother.
Okay. All right, man. Well, listen, bro. I appreciate you coming to the show, my nigga, man.
Man, all smiles,
keep
bro.
representing, bro. You got a beautiful spirit, my nigga.
Thank
you know what I'm
man.
saying? I love that you represent like I like to say, the evolved nigga. You know what I'm saying? Where we have balance. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You have these different dimensions to you that I think the world should see and be inspired by, my brother. You know what I mean?
Man.
So
that's all I've been trying to show him for years. Like, get to know Lil Sodi. Don't listen to what people's telling you.
Yeah.
Or these other dudes in the industry that's trying to keep me out, you know what I'm saying, for their own personal reason. I don't know why, but I'm dope. I'm hard working, you know what I'm saying? Get to know me, man. That's all I'm saying.
Real talk. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you. This is home. Anytime you want to
Thank
come,
you,
my
man.
brother, you know that.
Thank
you know
you,
what
bro.
I'm saying? Thank you for coming, brother.
All
right, Lil Sodi, Big Core, Holdin Court Podcast, producer Ken, man. We out of here, bro.
Yes, sir. L.A.
Yes, sir. L.A.
When I was down, karma's on the way. What goes around comes around. Karma's on the way. There's nothing you could do now. You gotta pay.